Hi, welcome to the session on solar power plant. So, how the electricity is being generated using the solar. So, solar power plants involves PV modules, photovoltaic cells that is made up of silicon, different types of panels we come across, and charge controller, battery, inverter, step-up transformer, and grid. We also discussed our working and types of solar system, that is PV system standalone and grid connected PV systems. So PV standalone is off grid, and grid connected is also called on grid system. So coming up with how much voltage does a typical silicon PV cell produce? It is just zero point 0.5 volts. So monocrystalline panels is 15 to 24%, where polycrystalline panels is about 13 to 20%. Thin film solar panels are 10%. So these are crystalline silicon PV panels, which are percentages where we use normally. So you can see the solar panels can be put over any devices where the sun can directly fall on the panels. So triple junction PV cells, peak power of 1.8 kilowatt, efficiency of 30%, winning Tokai Challenger solar car. So average speed is given of around 100.54 kilometer per hour. So if you look, the International Space Station is powered by large arrays of solar photovoltaic panels with a combined output of around 130 kilowatt. Coming to the solar power plant block diagram, we have sunlight which is falling on the solar panel, which is PV modules. So each solar cell is connected either in series or parallel depending on voltage or current requirement. So for parallel connection, cells are connected in parallel when we require a particular voltage, and series when we look for a current. So the solar PV module generates electricity, which is then given to the charge controller, because the generated solar energy is not suitable to store in the battery bank. So we need to uh, improve the uh, you know uh, level of the voltage which is being produced by these PV modules to the required standard voltages where the battery bank are manufactured. So we can only charge the battery bank at a particular voltage. So we need to improve that voltage. We use a charge controller, and then we store it in the battery bank, and this battery bank is a DC where it is converted to AC using a inverter. So DC is converted to AC using an inverter, and while conversion we might come across some harmonics which can be filtered using a filters, AC filters. Then we can give this AC voltage to a step up transformer where we can step up and then giving it to the grid for the distribution. So on grid systems are where we connect the generated voltages of the solar to the grid. So stand alone is the system where we don't connect it to the grid. We give it to the distribution board directly, like in house we use. So this is distribution board in a house where we can supply it to a different AC loads at the house level. This is standalone, which is not given it to the grid. So, world largest, Badla Solar Park in Badla village in India's Rajasthan Jodhpur district, where we have a capacity of 2245 megawatt. Highest in states we come across in Karnataka, southwestern state heads India's list of states producing solar energy with a total, installed solar power capacity of about 7,100 megawatt. Now, India's first solar power plant, Karur Solar Park, located in Mahabubnagar district in Telangana, capacity of 12 megawatt. India's second largest producers of solar power is in Pavagada, Tumkur district, completed in 2019, which is producing of around 2050 megawatt. So that is all about solar power plant. Thank you for watching, and we'll come up with more topics in the next session.